Hello everyone, I am Ritika Zuzgar, Assistant Professor IT Department. So in the course of Artificial Intelligence, we discuss about Unit 1. So Unit 1 is based on Introduction to Artificial Intelligence and Search Technique, where we already covered the topic related to the Artificial Intelligence, what is meant by Artificial Intelligence, okay, and what are the search technique are used in the Artificial Intelligence, okay. So till now we completed this point. So in the next part is statistical analysis, okay, in the artificial intelligence. Okay, so we already covered the topic related to the statistical analysis like correlation coefficient and the rank correlation also. Okay, so the next part in the statistical analysis, what is mean by residual errors in the artificial intelligence. Okay, so let us discuss here. The residual errors or the residuals in the statistics or machine learning are the differences between the observed and the predicted values of the data. So they are a diagnostic measure used when assessing the quality of a model. So they are also known as errors. So let us discuss the residual errors briefly by using one example. So in this example of the residual errors, the middle column of the table is inflation. Okay, so this is our inflation. So it shows the US inflation data for each month in the 2017, and we have another column, that is the predicted column, which will prediction about the model attempting to predict the inflation rate. Okay, so this is the inflation for the US data for the 2017 month, for the 2017 year for the each month. Okay, and the prediction column shows the predictions from the model attempting to predict the inflation rate, and the residuals are shown in this table, where the residual column and they are computed as residuals is equal to inflation minus predictions. So in the case of the data for the January 2017, okay, so we are considering this table for the year 2017 for each month, for each month. For each month. Okay. So how to find out the residual inflation minus predicted? So in the case of data for the January 2017, the observed inflation was 0.5% and the model has predicted 1.8%. So the residual is what here, minus 1.3 for the January 2017. Similarly for Feb 17 also, March 17 also, April 17 also, so on up to the December 17. Okay, so see here in this chart the data in this table. Okay, so we are using this data and the inflation between this month. Okay, so month is on x-axis, month 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12, and the inflation is on the y-axis. So we have to predict some values here. So the chart shows the data in this table. We can read the residuals as being the difference between the observed values of inflation and the predicted values in this month. Okay, so inflation is what here, the dots are called as the inflations, and the predicted values are the dotted lines. Okay, dots are called as a, जो भी यहाँ पे डॉट है विच इज कॉल्ड आंसर इन्फ्लेशन. Okay, एंड जो भी डैश लाइन यहाँ पे यूज की है विच इज कॉल्ड एज अ, so this is called as a observation. एंड जो भी यहाँ पे डैश डॉटेड लाइन्स है, जो भी डॉटेड लाइन्स है विच इज़ कॉल्ड एज अ प्रेडिक्शन. ओके, हमने क्या किया, बेस्ड ऑन दिस ऑब्जर्वेशन फ्रॉम द मंथ्स एंड इन्फ्लेशन वी आर प्रेडिक्टिंग दिस वैल्यूज, प्रेडिक्टिंग दिस लाइन. Okay, so this is all about the residual errors. So see here, so this is the error 1.3 is the error from the for the January. Okay, because we are getting the values is in the form of a minus. Okay, so residual is what here, minus 1.3. So this will shows the difference which is called as the residual error. Okay, so why the residual errors are important? So residuals are important when determining the quality of a model. So we can examine the residuals in terms of their magnitude or whether they are form of a pattern. So where the residuals are all 0, the model predicts the perfectly. Okay, where the residuals are 0. Okay, so where we get the residual value 0 for the May 17 and December 17. Okay, for this 5th month and the 12th month we are getting the residual value 0. 5th month is what here, okay, and 12th month is what here. So where we are getting the proper prediction for value for the month 5 and for the month 12. Okay, so where the residuals are 0, the model predict perfectly. We are for the model 5 and 12 we are predicting the correct value. The further residuals are from 0, the less accurate the model. If the less than values 0, we are getting the less accuracy for that particular data. So where the residual contains the patterns, it implies that the model is qualitatively wrong, as it is falling to the explain some property of a data. So the existence of pattern invalidates the most statistical test. Okay, so for that purpose we require the residual error. If we get the residual value is 0, that means our model is perfectly predicted. If you are not getting the values 0 or less than value 0 or greater than value 0, so the model is not a perfect. Okay, so next is the residual plots for the regression model. How the residual plot works in the regression model. Okay, so the one of the most important part of the data science or the one of the most important part of machine learning project is the model validation. Okay, so it is important for as any of our previous work is perfectly completed or not. For the regression purpose, there are numerous methods to evaluate the goodness of our fit, which is called as a line of best fit. Okay, so that is how well the model fit the data in our measurement. So the residuals is a measure of how far away a point is vertically from the regression line. Okay, so the most important assumption of the linear regression model is that the errors are independent and normally distributed. Okay, so see here in this example, the residuals is what? The residuals is a measure of how far away a point is vertically from the regression line. So simply it means the error between the predicted values and the observed actual values. So how to find out the values here? Residual is equal to y minus y bar, the difference between the predicted values and the actual values. Okay, so this is the difference between prediction is what here. यहाँ पे जो भी मैंने लाइन ड्रॉ की है विच इज़ कॉल्ड एज अ प्रेडिक्शन, एंड जो भी डॉट दिए है वो क्या है, ऑब्जर्व. सो जो भी डिफरेंस होगा इन दोनों के बीच में, सो इफ़ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस पॉइंट टू दिस, सो दिस इज कॉल्ड एज अ एरर. दैट मीन्स डिफरेंस बिटवीन द predicted value and the actual values. Okay, So this example shows how to visualize the residuals against the line of best fit. Okay, so the vertical lines are called as the residual. जो भी हमने vertical line draw किया which is called as the residuals. See here in the residual plot, the typical residual plot has the residual values on the y-axis. Okay, residual values on the y-axis and the independent variables on the x-axis. So this is a good example of how a typical residual plot look like. Okay, so the line is called as a residual plot. Okay, so what are the characteristics of the good residual plot? How to decide? Okay, so यहाँ पे मैंने एक line draw की है which is called as a residual. So how to decide the particular graph is a good residual or a bad residual? Okay, so what are the characteristics for the good residual plot? So there are few characteristics of the good residual plots are as follows. Like first is it has a high density of points close to the origin and a low density of a point away from the origin. And the second characteristic is it is symmetric about the origin. So to explain how to decide the good residual plot, see this diagram. Okay, so in this first diagram, which is called as a good residual plot on the characteristics of based on these points. So we project all the residuals on the y-axis and the independent variables on the x-axis. And in the second diagram, we end up the normally distribution curve satisfying the assumptions of the normality of the residual errors. So we are getting the project on the y-axis. So this is called as a normally distributed. Okay. So finally, one other reason is for the good residual plot is that the independent of the value of an independent variables which is on x-axis, the residual errors are approximately distributed in the same manner. And in the other word, we can say that we do not see any pattern in the value of the residual errors are move along on a x-axis. Okay. So how to analyze the residual plots? The most important thing for the assumption is what here? The linear regression model is that the errors are independent and normally distributed. Okay, errors are independent and the normally distributed. So using the characteristics of the good residual plot in this diagram, which is called as an example of the bad residual plot. Okay, so this is an example for the bad residual, this is an example for the good residual, and this is example for the bad residual. So this plot has the high density far away from the origin and the low density close to the origin. And when we project the residuals, okay, for that diagram, when we project the residuals on the y-axis, so we get this type of density. Okay, so when we project the residuals on the y-axis, we can see that the distribution curve is not normal. Okay, so see here, distribution curve is a normal for this graph, so we get the good residual plot. But in this diagram, we get this type of projections. Okay, so this is not a normally distribution. So that means the diagram is what here? Bad residual plot. So it is important to understand here the plots signify that we have not completely captured the prediction information, predicted information of the data in our model. So which is why it is simply say that our residual is a good or a bad. So the good model should always only have the random errors left after using the predictive information. Okay, so this is all about the residual plots for the regression model. Thank you.